Yo, what is up, guys? It's Kyle from Neville Sports here, and today is going to be my first episode officially, other than the intro video. So, Thursday Night Football is the Super Bowl 50 rematch of the Panthers and the Broncos. I'm going to take the Panthers in this one just for the fact that I'm not sure what the Broncos quarterback situation is. I know that their defense is basically the same, but I feel that without a decent quarterback at the helm like Peyton Manning, who wasn't very effective with his arm, even though he kind of was, they're going to struggle against the Panthers' defense this time around. And on Sunday, to kick it off, it's the Titans and the Vikings. I'm going to take the Titans. I would have taken the Vikings if they had Teddy Bridgewater, but now I'm just not sure who's going to be running it for him on offense, even though it's a very potent offense without him. But Marcus Mariota's back. The offensive line for the Titans got a little bit better. Their defense got a little bit better, obviously. And Derrick Henry in the backfield now is going to take a lot of pressure off of Mariota to have to run the ball or throw it all the time. Browns, Eagles, I think they're both going to lose, honestly. But I'm going to take the Browns. RG3's there now. I think he's going to be a starting quarterback. If Sam Bradford plays like he did last year at some points, the Eagles will probably win this game. But I'm going to take the Browns anyways, due to the fact that their passing defense is a lot better. DeMarco Murray also has to do good too. Chargers, Chiefs, really can't say much. Chargers not very good at all. Even if Joey Bosa plays really good, it's not going to matter. Chiefs going to run away with it. Buccaneers versus Falcons. I know the Falcons started out really good last year and then they just fell apart. But I feel like the Buccaneers, Winston has only gotten better. Doug Martin's going to have another good season, I think. Jameis has weapons, and Evans and Jackson, and they've got a decent tight end. Their defense is really good, so I'm going to take the Buccaneers on that one. Packers, Jaguars, no matter how much I want the Jaguars to succeed this year or how good I think they'll do, I think they will lose to the leadership and veteran ability that Aaron Rodgers possesses, especially with Jordy Nelson back and healthy. That Packers defense is still very good against a young, kind of inexperienced Jaguars defense. Then we have the Giants, Cowboys. I really think this was in the toss-up. It really just depends on how Ezekiel Elliott and Eli Manning, Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott play behind that Cowboys offensive line. If they play even half as good as they were playing in the preseason, they're going to be just fine for the first 6 weeks of the season. Then we have the Patriots versus the Cardinals. I would take Patriots, but now that Tom Brady's serving out that 4-game suspension, I'm taking Cardinals. Bears, Texans. I think the Texans are going to do good if Brock Osweiler plays like he did in those first few games where he filled in for Peyton Manning. Bills, Ravens. I'm taking the Bills. I think Rex Ryan is going to do amazing things with that organization. Shady McCoy is going to have a good season like he had in Philly. That defense got better. Their draft picks really are going to help them out. Raiders, Saints. I'm going to have to go with the Raiders on this one. I feel like they're only gotten better from the draft. Their defense is studly. Derek Carr has only gotten better. He's got Amari Cooper to throw to. They've got a decent back in the field. That's really it against the struggling Saints defense. Bengals, Jets. I think the Bengals are going to win this one, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Jets did. Dolphins versus the Seahawks. If Ryan Tannehill finally breaks out, they might have a chance. I really don't think they do anyways. I think the Seahawks are going to blow them out of the water, but you never know. Rams, 49ers, Rams. 49ers might not even have Kaepernick at this point. They might cut him, which I'll talk about in a later episode. But I'm going to go with the Rams because Todd Gurley is going to kill that 49ers defense. And I'm not sure. I haven't seen what happened with Jared Goff. Even if he's still playing, he's probably going to start week 1 for him. And he's got weapons. He's got Tavon Austin. Todd Gurley's even a good receiving back. So I guess we're going to have to see on that one. Steelers versus Redskins is Monday night's game, along with the Rams 49ers. Steelers versus Redskins. If you heard me yesterday, you heard me talk about how my favorite team in the NFL is the Redskins. Now, you might think that's why I picked them, but while that does have an influence, that's not the whole reason why. The Steelers will not have Le'Veon Bell due to the fact that he got suspended. and he's going to miss the first 4 or 6 games. I'm not quite sure. I know he's missing at least the first 4, but that means that Dre Archer, I think if they still have him, is going to have to be running the ball. And the Redskins have only gotten better with their pass defense, adding Josh Norman and drafting Seyu Cravens, who's going to play safety. We're expecting a breakout season from Brashad Breeland, and Norman's going to be handling Antonio Brown, I think. No matter what Ben Roethlisberger does, I think the Redskins are going to win this one. It's probably going to be a very good game. Lions versus Colts. Taking the Colts. The Lions they're not good right now. They need to trade away, get assets. They need to rebuild. They need to blow up their roster. Meanwhile, the Colts, hoping Andrew Luck can take them to a Super Bowl. Not sure about that, but, it could definitely happen. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw the Colts in the AFC Championship this year. So that'll wrap up the NFL section of today's show. All right, moving into the Major League Baseball's portion of today's show, I'm going to be making my predictions for Saturday's games. Starting off, San Francisco Giants versus Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field. It's going to be Jake Arrieta versus Madison Bumgarner on the mound. I'm taking Jake Arrieta and the Cubs, my favorite team. It's going to be a very good game. I think it's going to be the best game that we're going to see today, other than a few other ones later on in the list. I don't want to spend too much time on these games because I don't want the video to be too long. Cubs, it's going to be a very even game, but being in Wrigley, that gives the Cubs just that little tiny edge. Houston Astros versus the Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers first place team versus the Astros, one of the hottest teams in the league. I'm going to take them. I feel like the Texans are almost going into a cruise type of mode, while the Astros, they feel like they have to prove themselves. Can't remember who's on the mound today for them. The only people I really remember who's on the mound is the Cubs Giants. But the stats point kind of teeter-totterish, but I'm just going for the Astros on this streak. St. Louis Cardinals versus Cincinnati Reds. Records kind of indicate the Cardinals are going to handle this one, but you never know what could happen. Blue Jays versus Tampa Bay Rays. Again, a record. We don't know who's on the mound for the Blue Jays yet. It's still decided. Tampa Bay Rays are going to have Chris Archer. Chris Archer is almost like the Allen Iverson of the major leagues because he is a very good pitcher, but his team just doesn't have the runs to help him have a winning record. Like, he's 4-10, I'm pretty sure. Next, we have the Braves-Phillies. This is going to be not a very good game, so I picked the Phillies, the team with a better record, because I don't really pay attention to these guys. Next, we have Pirates versus the Brewers. Pirates have the better record, and they're trying to chase down that NL wild card spot, that second NL wild card spot. Plus, the pitcher on the mound against the Brewers. The Brewers hitters don't have very good averages against him. Next, we have the Yankees-Orioles. I'm taking Orioles. The pitcher on the mound has been killing it. It's Guzman. In the Orioles lineups, it kills off of CC Sabathia. So taking the Orioles there. White Sox, Twins. Twins don't even have 50 wins. Don't even talk to me. If they beat the White Sox should just go home. I'm pretty sure that's a home game too. Marlins, Indians. Taking the Indians, better record, better pitcher on the mound. And the Marlins are struggling right now without Stanton. We got the Nationals versus the Mets. This is going to be a very good game. Two teams close in record, both chasing down the top spot or a wild card spot. I'm going with the Nats. Better hitting. Pretty sure Strasburg might be off by then. I don't know for sure. Tigers, Royals, Rally Mantis all the way. I live in Kansas. All we talk about is Royals, even though I'm a Cubs fan. I gotta go for them here. Even though the Tigers are winning that division, Royals all the way, baby. D-backs versus Rockies. Rockies, the D-backs got a rookie pitcher on the mound. He's probably going to get crushed. If he has a good game, good for him. But I just think against a lineup like the Rockies have, he's going to get creamed. Red Sox, A's. Record points to Red Sox. Big poppies last season. They're trying to win as many games as possible. Angels, Mariners. Angels aren't having a very good season. Mike Trout hits very well against the pitcher on the mound for the Mariners that day, but having one guy hot might not really matter unless he just hits dingers, which could very well happen with Mike Trout. Last game that'll wrap up our MLB portion of of our show is the Padres versus Dodgers. Padres have a worse record. Dodgers have yet to be decided. They've been having a lot of spot starts with Urias, Casimir.
Okay, hey guys,
that guy
this
played
is
against the
NBA
Cubs
portion of
and
today's
played
show,
very
which
well
will be
the
the
other
last
day.
portion of the show.
But I can't
Since
doubt
nothing is
against
really
the
happening in the
Dodgers.
NBA
So
season,
that'll
like
wrap
free
up the
agency or
MLB portion
trades,
of
the
today's
only
show.
thing that I've seen is that Ben
thank you.
Simmons was working out with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade today.
Where I'm gonna go ahead and name off, in my opinion. This isn't statistically or anything. This is just based off of my opinion. You can comment your opinion in the comments down below. This is my top 5 small forwards of all time. Kicking it off at number 1, it's going to go ahead and be Larry Bird. Larry Bird was a 12-time NBA All-Star, 3-time NBA MVP. He did that in a row against the guys that were in the league at the time, like Magic Johnson. He won 3 NBA championships, and 2 out of those 3 times he got NBA Finals MVP. At number 2, we go ahead and have LeBron James. And LeBron has had a very short career, I guess. Not really short, but he's still playing. And he's won 3 NBA championships. He's been NBA Finals MVP every time. He's had 4 MVPs, regular season MVPs. He was Rookie of the Year in 2004, NBA Scoring Champion in 2008, 2-time All-Star Game MVP, 12-time NBA All-Star, 12-time All-NBA, 10-time first team, 2-time second team, 6-time NBA All-Defensive, 5 times he's been on the first team, once he's been on the second team, NBA All-Rookie first team, 32 times he was Eastern Conference Player of the Month, 53 times he was Eastern Conference Player of the Week, and 6 times he's been Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month. Third spot on the list is going to go ahead and be Dr. J. Julius Erving. He was an NBA champion in 1983, 2-time ABA champion, 2-time ABA playoffs MVP, NBA Most Valuable Player 1981, 3-time ABA Most Valuable Player 74 through 76, 11-time NBA All-Star, 5-time ABA All-Star, 2-time NBA All-Star Game MVP, 5-time All-NBA First Team, 2-time All-Star, All-NBA Second Team, 4-time All-ABA First Team, All-ABA Second Team, ABA All-Defensive First Team, ABA All-Rookies First Team, ABA Slam Dunk Champion, J. Walter Kennedy Citizenship Award, number 32 retired by the Brooklyn Nets, number 6 retired by the Philadelphia 76ers, ABA All-Time Team, NBA 35th Anniversary Team, NBA's 50th Anniversary All-Time Team, 3rd Team All-American NABC UPI 1971, and number 32 retired by UMass. If you don't know what ABA is, that was before there was nothing but the NBA. Eventually, they started losing out money. This was the only reason he played for the ABA is because they wouldn't let you dunk back then in the NBA. Kind of similar to what Wilt Chamberlain did. Next player on the list coming in number 4 is Elgin Baylor. You don't really hear about him a whole lot. He played back in the 50s. He actually played in the 70s as a coach. He played from 58 to 71 as a player and coached in 74 and then in 76 to 79. As a player, he was 11-time NBA All-Star, NBA All-Star Game MVP, 10-time All-NBA First Team, NBA Rookie of the Year, NBA 35th Anniversary Team, NBA 50th Anniversary All-Time Team, number 22 retired by Los Angeles Lakers, NCAA Final Four Most Outstanding Player, Helms Foundation Player of the Year, Consensus First Team All-American, Consensus Second Team All-American, NCAA Rebounding Leader, and then as an executive, he was NBA Executive of the Year in 2006. Now, last spot, number 5, was kind of a difficult decision.
Pippen.
Not really. Kind of forgot about him after I
kind
had
of
to look
forgot
him
about him after
Scotty,
I had to look him up,
kind of stuff like that. But anyways, 6-time NBA champion with Michael Jordan, 2 3-peats with a year in between for his failed attempt at a baseball career for Michael Jordan. 7-time NBA All-Star, NBA All-Star Game MVP in 1994, 3-time All-NBA First Team, 2-time All-NBA Second Team, 2-time All-NBA Third Team, 8-time NBA All-Defensive First Team, 2-time NBA All-Defensive Second Team, NBA Steal Leaders in 1995, NBA's 50th Anniversary All-Time Team, number 33 retired by the Chicago Bulls, USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year 1996, 2-time Consensus NAIA All-American 1986-1987, and number 33 retired by Central Arkansas. That concludes the NBA portion of today's video, guys, and that concludes the video for today.